We're playing Snake in RuneScape, moving around the map, one chunk at a time. Every hour, the snake is going to move, and if we complete all the challenges available to us, the snake is going to grow. Welcome to SnakeScape. Last time on SnakeScape, we entered the rock sewers where we killed rats to gain melee experience. We then rolled the Grand Exchange where we killed more rats. And then we rolled into West Varrock where, you guessed it, we killed more rats. We're now in Barbarian Village, where you join a slightly confused me. Welcome back. We are currently in the Barbarian Village chunk, which opens a massive can of worms for this account, because there's so much to do. There are 4 diary tasks that this chunk unlocks, 2 of which we should be able to do, which is to enter the 2nd level of the Stronghold of Security, and to do all 4 of the Stronghold of Security emotes, and we should get those 2 from completing the Stronghold of Security. There are 2 others here which I don't think we're going to be able to do. One of them is to make a clay pot, which requires an imp drop at 1 in 64, which I don't think I'm going to chase at the moment. And the final one is to make the Scepter of Skulls. Now I'm just too low a level to be able to farm those, so I'm just going to leave that for now. But the massive thing that this chunk unlocks is actually a bronze pickaxe. There's a spawn in this chunk, which means that we've unlocked mining. So as I want to do stuff which is unique, I think I'm going to work on that once I finish the Stronghold of Security. But before we do that, we're going to need some food. So let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, go. Right. I need to go get some food very first, so I'm going to go kill some rats. Yet again. Woo! As I'm sitting here waiting to get rat meat, there has been a very big change of plans. So, turns out, there are quests in these chunks, and because the quest picker isn't designed to deal with people being able to take away chunks, because I'm using it in a really weird way, it doesn't show up. So a commenter pointed out on the previous episode that I should be able to complete the next step of Romeo and Juliet, and that is correct. I should be able to complete step 2, but I should also be able to complete a few more steps of both A Priest in Peril and Demon Slayer, as 2 of the key holders are available inside of these chunks. So I'm going to quickly kill a few more rats, then I am going to go and do a bit of questing. Yes, you did! I'm going to go back to the temple. Okay, sorry. Post-chunk Buschie coming in here, just to explain this a little bit, because I just make a dog's dinner out of trying to explain this. So, if you remember from a few episodes ago, when I was in the Pataderm's temple, I wasn't able to get Priest in Peril Step 2 to appear. Now, this was on purpose in the chunk picker, because quests are linked to specific chunks that they're in, not to some kind of global modifier. Because if you are able to complete Step 2, the chunk picker assumes that you should be able to complete Step 1 as well. Now, because I'm using the chunk picker in kind of a weird way, this isn't the case for me. For instance, I was able to go and talk to King Roland in the palace, and then move over to Pataderma's temple without having the palace completed anymore. So what this meant is that I wasn't able to get part 2 of Priest in Peril to appear. But now I've been able to fix this by manually inputting the fact that I have completed these chunks. I'll show this off in the chunk picker in a minute, but all you need to know is that now I'm not missing quests anymore. Oh, and while I'm still here, don't forget to subscribe. This is a threat. Okay, that is as much of what we can do with that quest, so let's do the Romeo and Juliet step. And that'll be all the questing done, and then we'll jump into the Stronghold of Security. I'll pop these 2 keys in the bank. Cool. And there is the message from Juliet. So I'm going to put this in the bank for now, just because I don't need it. If there is a time where we have both the Varrock Center and the Varrock West chunks unlocked together, that would be really good, because Romeo and Juliet is 5 quest points, and those are 5 quest points that I really need. Because eventually I'm going to need 32 for the Champions Guild and Champions Scrolls. So I would rather do that sooner than later. Okay, well that was only a 20-minute detour, so hopefully we should still be able to complete the entirety of everything we wanted to in this chunk. Oh yes, sorry. While I remember as well, let's pick up the bronze pickaxe. I'll probably pick up a few of these just because I don't want to lose them. Like, if I die in the wilderness, I only have 1 bronze pickaxe, I'm definitely going to buy a few more. Cool, and we're in the Stronghold of Security. Because we're a high enough combat level, we can skip the first level, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're above 26. and that is level 2 completed. That should be one of the diary tasks done now. Yeah, we've completed one of the rock diary tasks by being on this floor. Let's keep going. And there we go. Go in here. Just in case I lose any, these are one of my best in slots at the moment. Or at least a cheap best in slot. Oh, okay, you can just pick up 10 at the same time. So let's eat all of this. I'm going to jump all of this stuff into the bank, and then we'll get on with some mining. Oh man, I'm so dripped out now. Look at this. Holy. Quickly. Oh, Evil Bob. This is a way of getting fishing XP, so I'm gonna do it, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, let's do this. Ah, and that's nice. We get some lore runes. I don't actually know what that random event gives you, like what the drop table is, but yeah, I'm gonna take some lore runes. Didn't take too long to do. I'm going to dump all of my armor because I'm literally just going to do some mining for now. I'm contemplating running the tin ore back to the bank, just because it will be like my only source of tin for a while. And we're going to need a load to get our smithing up. So I believe it's like 400-500 of both tin and bronze. I need to look it up. But so we're going to need a lot to be able to get smithing, so we can start smithing some iron plate bodies. And this is some of the first mining XP on the account. The other mining XP was from Tutorial Island, so actually going to get a first level. Very, very cool. And there's level 5 mining. I'm currently getting about 4,000 to 5,000 XP an hour doing this. I'm sure it will increase as my mining level goes up, but of course with running it to the bank it's going to go down again. It means that I would almost be able to do 30 mining in 4 hours, which is how long we have here. But I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. I think what I'm going to do, okay, is the master plan. I'm going to do this for an hour, including the beginning of the next chunk, to get to 20 mining. And the reason I want specifically 20 and not 30 to mine coal rocks is because 20 is what unlocks silver rocks, which, if you remember from 2 episodes ago, was the caveat on the chunk, the last chunk that I unlocked. There are silver ores in the locked area, and I said that I would count that as completed because it was locked behind a quest, but it still feels a bit wrong that I have it unlocked without the mining requirement to unlock it. So I think getting to 20 is probably going to be fair. So if I can get to 20, then I'll feel much better about having the 3rd chunk unlocked, as that will be actually complete, unless I've forgotten something. If I have, please remind me in the comments. Oh, also while I remember, let's do these 4 emotes, because then, hey, they'll complete the medium quest diary task. Hey, and there is level 10 mining. These levels are going super quickly. In the very long run, we are going to need level 90 mining to unlock quite a few chunks, because one of the parts of the extreme rule set is that shooting stars that land in a chunk count towards that chunk's requirements. So I will need to get 90 mining to be able to do a 9 size shooting star in any of the chunks that it could potentially spawn in. And that is time up. Let's jump in the truck picker and see where we're going next. And here we are. So that was a pretty chaotic chunk, I would say. We were able to get a load done though, which was really good. We were able to not get any best in slots or any skills. These are all way too far away for us. But we were able to complete 3 whole quests. I'll need to go into the settings and add these manually so that they show up everywhere else, but that's okay. Then we were able to do the Varrock Easy Diary and the Varrock Medium Diary. Now, we still haven't been able to unlock the other 2. If we get some soft clay somewhere, then we'll be able to do one of them. But I think for now, that's pretty good. There's only one other task in here, which I think we could technically do, but I don't want to do at the moment, is obtaining the Socks of Ruin, which is part of the Cryptic Clue set from a few years ago. So I can do this, it requires me doing a bunch of emotes in different places, but I think I'm just going to leave that for now. Of the 3 chunks which are in front of us, I think I just want to stay away from the wilderness. Edgeville could be cool, but I think just either of the ones below will be better. We could do Ernest the chicken if we get into Draynor Manor, which I think would be a very good upgrade. But I don't get to pick. Let's roll. And it's Draynor Manor. Very good. So we're finally away from the threat of the wilderness, with the snake now facing south. One thing you may notice is that I've added these markers. And what these markers are is how many times we've rolled the chunk. So I'm going to add a 1 to this. And this kind of lets you see where I've been in the map. It will help us keep track as we go around. So as you can see, we've been to the Rock Palace twice, the Lumberyard twice, and the East Rock Gate twice. So I just think it'd be cool. By the end of the game, hopefully, we would have these revisited quite a few times. Let's calculate our tasks, jump in the game, and see what we have to do. Well, here's a little fun fact that I just figured out. You can't actually get into Draynor Manor from this chunk. The entranceway over here requires you to just about step into the next chunk over, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So it means we won't be able to start Ernest the chicken, and we won't be able to do anything actually inside the manor, which is a bit of a shame. I guess I'm going to have to head back to the other chunk. So this is the Draynor Manor chunk. Well, it would be normally, but we can't actually get into Draynor Manor, as the area at the front we can't get into. So this chunk has absolutely nothing in it for us. So we're going to have to run back to the previous chunks, and we are going to continue on the mining grind. And then once we finish with that mining grind, we will do part 2 of the plan, which is to kill Minotaurs. Now, I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how many I'm going to be able to kill without any food. But if we can kill a couple of them, but without taking that much damage, I really want to get their pure essence drop, so that next time we end up in the temple, we'll actually be able to complete Priest in Peril if we bring a bucket and the rune essence with us. That's what I want to work towards. If the Minotaurs are a bit too hard for us, then I'm probably going to have to back out and try get some food and then go back in for it. But let's jump in and get to it. Okay, and let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's run over and finish off this inventory of silver before we do anything else. Silver? What am I talking about? Tin. So we're starting about 2000 XP away from level 20 mining, which we should be able to do in maybe 20 minutes, I want to say. So hopefully this grind will be over soon, and then we can get on to Minotaurs. No. Ah, oh, you idiot. Okay, this has taken a little bit longer than I expected it to, but I am getting very close. I think this should be my last inventory. And there is 20 mining. So now we can mine silver ore, and that means that I'm much happier with having the final chunk unlocked, the one that we did a few episodes ago. And now we can finish this and move on to Minotaurs. Okay, we'll take this 11 food with us just to see how far we can get before we run out. I'm hoping we get a couple of kills in at least, and we'll work out how long it takes to kill and stuff. And here we are. So what I'm going to use this money for is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to purchase myself an adamant full helm. This will be quite a big upgrade actually, as it'll be the first piece of adamant that we have access to. And oh, we need defense 30. Whoops. Right, well, I'm going to have to kill a Minotaur without it, and we'll see how far that takes us first. I completely forgot I hadn't got to 30 yet. Let's try it out. Okay, well, that's a little bit embarrassing. I will try and kill one of these. Let's have a look how this goes. Okay, well, I took 2 HP on that one. Bronze spear, very nice. Let's see how many we can kill. If we can kill maybe 10 before I run out, that'll be really good. But actually this is going a lot smoother than I thought it would. I say that having only killed 2 of them. But yeah, to be on rate for how much essence I need, I think I need to kill about 70 or 80 of these. I don't know how many we'll be able to kill this hour, but we'll have a look. Okay, yeah, we are wrecking Minotaurs at the moment. Minotaur? Minotaur? I don't know what the correct way to pronounce it is. Oh, Well, that solves about my helmet problem for a little while. Gotta tuck my luscious locks away for a bit. That technically is actually better than the bronze med helm that I have, so nice little upgrade. It's almost like it new. And there's the first pure essence drop. So I just need 4 more of those drops. Might as well take these bronze full helms with me, because the helmet shop upstairs actually does buy them. I mean, they're only 26 coins, but you know, it's better than nothing. So these guys are doing quite a bit of damage to me. I've been able to kill 12 so far, and they've done, what, 15 damage? So, you know, with this inventory, maybe I'll be able to get about 30 kills before having to stop. But I think this is actually pretty good pace. I can really feel the strength levels that I've gotten in the last few chunks. It's making this so much easier. Look at this nerd. What the... Oh, come on. Dude, that's so rude. Oh my god. Right, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to move, because I'm not winning against this dude. Like, who got... Yeah, right. That's very infuriating. Well, I'm only killing one at a time, so it doesn't really matter where I do it. Hey, and there's a right skull half. So this is the easiest of the 4 that we need to pick up, but you know, it's still a nice drop anyway. Oh, it's an evil Bob random. I do want to take this, but after this fight. Oh, some scrimmy snapdragons. Very nice. Let's get back to killing. Oh, another right skull half. Okay, I see how it goes. These are a 1 in 33, I want to say, or just under 33. Okay, right. I'm at about double the drop rate of those at the moment. I have 2 for every 1 that I should have. I can't tell whether holding the adamant full helm in my inventory is more like a punishment of you're a moron, or like an incentive, you know? This is what you could have. You just need a little bit more defense training, and then you've got this. I don't know. I'll take it as the latter for now, I think. The game is screwing with me. I need something which is a less of a drop. I need more essence. I only had 1 essence drop when I should have had over 3 by now. Maybe the game's trying to tell me that I actually need to go for the Skull Scepter. I have to consider it. Man, I've been thoroughly enjoying doing Minotaurs. This has actually been so much better than doing rats. And we're getting really close to having 30 defense, which is going to be huge. Mainly because I'm an idiot, but you know, it's going to be huge nonetheless. Don't worry about it. And that is time up. Man, that was actually so much fun. I really enjoyed doing Minotaurs, but we are now out of food, as we no longer have access to the Rock Palace. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out some other way of getting it. Let's jump into the chunk picker and see where we're going next. And here we are, back in the chunk picker. So let's tick off the things that we were able to do. So we were able to obtain an adamant full helm. We weren't able to equip it because I'm an idiot. We were able to obtain the fancy boots, which are best in slot, even though that was in the last chunk. What was also in the last chunk, which I forgot to add, was picking up the bronze pickaxe, as we now do have one. I've added it to my inventory on the chunk picker, so we should now always get pickaxe requirements. Now, of course, if I forget to put it in my inventory before I leave a bank, then I'll have to take it away. But for now, it's going to stay and trigger any mining grinds. We were also able to obtain the skull right half, which means we are 1 out of 4 for completing the Skull Scepter, and I think that is all that we're going to be able to do. I don't fancy going any further into the Stronghold of Security, especially as how much I've been enjoying doing those Minotaurs. So with the snake facing south now, we have got 3 options. Going right doesn't really do anything, it just leaves us on the outside of here. Going south is by far the best, and going left is gonna also have nothing in it, as we can walk around the back of Draynor Manor, but we can't get much further than that. But of course, I don't get to pick. Let's roll. And it's to East Falador. Okay, this is getting a little bit annoying. So we can't actually get into East Falador because of this shortcut. I can't remember exactly how much it requires. but it means that we're just stuck to the outside here, which is very, very annoying because that means all of the chunks that we can roll from here do not have a bank in them, as we will not be able to roll this. So this is the last chance for us to have bank, probably for a little while. Anyway, let's jump in the game and have a look at what we're going to do. So this chunk needs no introduction, and I mean that quite literally, no introduction. There's just the outside of this fence here. It's all we can access. So I'm not going to bother making some kind of overhead for it. You know what to do. We are going to keep going on with Minotaurs. But before we start that, I'm going to go sort out my inventory. Oh, no. Okay, wait. 3, 2, 1. Time is starting now. I'm going to go do this evil pop random. Okay. Well, I was going to go sort out my inventory, but I want to make progress now. I swear this is the third Prison Pete I've had in a row. Oh, got a lamp. Very nice. Okay, as I said before, I think I'm going to continue to Lamp Slayer, just because it's going to be the hardest thing to do, and it locks us out of quests. And there's level 10 Slayer. I have no other food on me, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. I think. Let's just run back down in there. Just on the off chance, I'm going to hit this imp. Maybe we can get spooned for the clay as well. Highly, highly doubt it, but bucket of water. I'll take the ashes though. So 150 coins from all of those helmets. That's pretty good. Let's get to killing some Minotaurs again. Nice, some more pure essence. Just need 2 more drops. Hey, and there's another pure essence drop. We just need 1 more, and then this will be complete. They've done like 16 damage in the first 13 minutes. I won't be able to do this for much more than half an hour, I don't think. But then again, the adamant full helm is going to be such an upgrade compared to the bronze full helm that it might let me stay a little bit longer. I am currently 300 XP away, so really, really not that far. Hey, and there's the final pure essence drop. So now, next time we go to the Pachydermis Temple, we have everything required to complete a Priest in Peril, which means that we'll be able to get into Mauritania, which will be super, super cool. And there is defense level 30. This is going to be such a massive upgrade. Like, what, it's almost 15 in every defense. I'm going to try this out just for a little bit longer, see how much damage I'm taking. I've been taking a lot at the moment. I'm going to eat my last food. I'll have 12 HP. When I get down to 5 maybe, I'm going to bail. But let's just see how far we can go. It's currently 45 minutes remaining. And now I don't need pure essence anymore. I'm getting loads of drops of it. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, so I've swapped back over to strength experience. Now, I am low on attack XP, but there are no ways of getting adamant weapons around me, or any better weapons, other than, of course, killing Scurius in the last few chunks. But, so I don't think it's actually going to be worthwhile having a high attack level for now. And I think I'm actually going to have to bail. I'm only on 6 HP, so I'm going to try find something better to kill, to get some food, ideally. I really need to think on my feet. I wasn't expecting to have to like start the timer without thinking about it more because of that random event. So I'm gonna have to think on my feet. Let's run around. I'm gonna go to the bank. So there are 2 cooked meat spawns on here, which I can pick up. I don't know what the respawn timers are. There is also beer, which does decrease my attack, which means I won't be able to hit very much. I don't know what their respawn timers are. Hopefully not that long. I'll have to come back in a second and have a look out for them. Okay, so the respawn of the cooked meat is way too slow. I think it's about 2 minutes. So I'm gonna just run downstairs, see how long it takes me to use 4 meats. And then maybe once I've finished 2 low HP, I'll just run upstairs, grab 2 meats, run back downstairs again. That seems to be the most effective thing that I can do at the moment. You know what, actually, I'm gonna rescind what I said about strength a minute ago. Having attack is just going to help me hit stuff so much better, and the early levels are so much faster to do than any later levels of strength that I might as well just go to base 30s. The adamant full helm and the 30 defense have made actually such a difference. I'm basically not taking damage anymore. I've only taken, what, 4 HP in the last 5 minutes? Which is really good. Like, I'm healing it faster than I'm taking it. Okay, so we were able to last about 15 minutes on that 12 HP. So let's run upstairs, grab some more meat, and try it again. Might as well just do a quick bank run while I'm here. Okay, 25 minutes remaining, and we have got, what, 25 HP? So let's see how long this lasts us. And 25 attack. That's really good that we were able to get that before the end of the hour. I don't know how much more we'll be able to do. I'm not going to run upstairs anymore to get some more meat. I've done it a few times, and it's been really effective actually. But this HP should last me 4 more minutes. That is the first cooked meat drop of the entire hour. It almost like the game knew that I didn't have any food. And that is time up. Okay, first and foremost, I'm organizing this bank. The new updates have just come out with the .lock settings and stuff, so I am going to sort all of this out. Okay, so I've organized this into what I think makes a bit of sense. So we have kind of useful stuff at the top, including some rubbish. Then we have our fletching and woodcutting. Then we have all our magic stuff with our magic vest and slots. Then herbs, then mining, then all of the stuff that I'm keeping for a long time for some reason. So quest items, long-term collections, whatever. And then seeds. Of course, we only have one seed at the moment. If you don't like how that's organized, you can tell me in the comments, but that seems to make sense to me. So we need to get ourselves prepared for not having a bank for a while. So I'm gonna have to pick up things like my knife and axe. Now I'm gonna go pick up another bronze pickaxe. I've got a few of them now at the moment, but I'm gonna pick one up so I don't need to bring it with me. These are famous last words, I'm gonna forget. Of this, I don't really know what else is going to be useful. Like, I don't think we need anything more than what's in my inventory now. So I think I'm going to declare this is what I'm taking with me for the next rolls. And let's jump in the chunk picker. And I hope I haven't left anything by accident. If not, there are loads of banks around. Let's go. And here we are. So there was one thing that I did forget. So before this roll, I did add my fancier boots to my inventory. But that is the end of us having a bank for a while. If we do roll south, now on the map it shows there to be like this tiny gap here. I don't know whether that is actually a tile or not. The chunk picker says that I'm able to walk that gap, but I don't know. So we might be able to have access to the East Falador bank, but that's only if we go down. Now, of the things that we have as task at the moment, we were actually able to complete one, which is to get defense of wearing adamant armor. So we've got 30 defense. I do also have the 20 attack and the 20 strength required to wield mithril weapons, but I don't actually have any mithril weapons at the moment, so we're going to have to leave them as unticked. There's nothing else on here which I was able to get, so there's nothing else left to do other than to roll. And it's South Falador Farm. Let's jump in the game, see whether we can get through this gap here, and see what tasks we have to do. Well, would you look at that? There is exactly one tile where we can walk to the inside of Falador. So we have actually still got access to a bank. That's really, really cool. I need to rethink what we're going to do. There are loads and loads of tasks which have opened up now. So I am going to spend a lot of time thinking about it, and I'm going to leave this next few chunks to the next episode. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit longer than my other ones, mainly due to just a lot happening, I feel like. But I want to know if the pace is still good, if you're enjoying the videos, and if there's anything you would recommend I do. If you have enjoyed this video, a like would be really appreciated, and a subscription would be absolutely amazing. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.